they look for those details as part of their handbook, and they are saving all the images. They lied about that. Here's another one. This is hands covering up your genitals. It's, again, imprinted on the underwear. Pretty soon they'll say this is paraphernalia and it's illegal, probably. You know, you've got to let the devils in the government and the Homeland Security do all of this. Okay, let me stop screwing around here because this is a serious radio transmission, and we are dealing with serious issues here. We have seen a mega hit piece by Nightline. Nightline is the most viewed television news program, broadcast television. It reaches conservatively 7 million people a night. That's conservatively what it reaches, and they also, I'm told, have been airing pieces of this on the ABC Nightly News. I'm kind of proud of myself. It was about 9:30 when I got word that in about an hour, 10:30 Central Time, Nightline was coming on. It took my wife and I about an hour to get the television set working for us to be able to even watch it after the children had been put to bed. It took an hour to get the TV working to watch television. That'll give you an idea how much TV I watch. In the garage, where I run on the treadmill almost every morning, the only way I can make myself run is to watch movies, typically action movies, things like that, so I can kind of shift into suspended disbelief and forget that I'm jogging, something I hate to do. So I do probably watch 45 minutes a day of television. And it's just all laced with propaganda and conditioning, and I do learn quite a bit about what the system's doing. And I do watch excise clips of a spectrum of international television, national, local television on YouTube and Google every day. And then I send those select clips of things that I think are important to Kurt Nimmo, Paul Watson, Steve Watson, Aaron Dykes via IM, or I call them and say, post this, please. So I am watching television. I am up on what they're doing, but I tend to watch boil downs of it. So I did spend an hour. And we were able to tune in with the to the digital TV with the digital rabbit ears and actually catch what was going on there on Nightline. And I was a little concerned because there's been some vicious hit pieces in the past that do the old frontal assault. This guy wants to kill cops. This guy might be a secret white supremacist. This guy might be in league with Chinese jet pilots from Pluto. This guy believes in chupacabras and aliens. I mean, that's one of their most popular disinfo things, is that I'm a UFOologist, when we don't even cover that here. When he's not covering chupacabras and little green men, he thinks the government's poisoning your water. This piece is more sophisticated. Number one, with these TV pieces, they must put an obesity lens on me. I mean, I'm not svelte. I'm not tight, as Fat Bastard would say in one of those, what were those stupid movies? Where they make jokes about Austin Powers, yes. But certainly they put the fat bleeper lens on me every time I'm on television. And I know what these $100,000 cameras do. If they're tuned right, it actually doesn't add 10 pounds to you, but they do something that always adds about 20 pounds to me, which I always think's comical. So they did that. They did unflattering shots. Anybody that's in television knows this. They did some basic stuff like that. They put this out-of-context clip where I said either Hitler's good or Hitler's bad, giving you the idea that I'm into Hitler. They used some fascist-looking iconography from the Obama deception to describe that's when I'm pushing, when I'm actually showing the globalist in a fascist light with fascist-looking graphics. So there's all the visual things they were doing. And they, of course, prejudiced the entire piece in the opening salvo by saying, if somebody's screaming this on a street corner, you just think, oh, this guy's a lunatic kook, and keep walking and shake your head. But this guy's got a radio show at least reaching 1 million people a day. That's what I told them, 2 million a day. That's what our analysis shows, but they went out and researched, and they think it's 1 million a day. Whatever. And we told them 200 million just of my films being seen on YouTube and Google. It's probably 300, 400 million. We don't know if you count everything. And so they played that down as well. But still, he reaches a lot of people. He's dangerous. And he's the purveyor of pessimism porn. Or a new term, paranoia porn. I'm sorry, that's Gerald Celente and others that criticize derivatives and the end of the Glass-Steagall Act and private banks being able to issue trillions in fake counterfeit money. They call that pessimism porn if you criticize government or the economy or unemployment or toxic waste or the Gulf spill or anything. That's pessimism. No, I'm paranoia porn. I'm a purveyor. You know, the stuff that we put on air, you got to put in a black bag when you leave the shop. Porn, you know, that idea of it needs to be censored, it needs to be put in a red light district, it needs to be curtailed, and then, I could cause people to commit violence. And so they just go down the line, a 6.5-minute piece that is a window into pure brainwashing. Stay with us.
Attention to all U.S. drivers who own a vehicle that has less than 130,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. Due to our country's economic crisis and auto repair costs on the rise, if your vehicle has less than 130,000 miles, as of today, you could be one of the millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle covered under United Repair Plans and have 100% of your future covered auto repair bills paid for you. This low-cost vehicle service contract has been established under United Repair Plans and is now available to the general public in order to save drivers thousands of dollars on auto repairs during our country's recession. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, you may now call to see if your vehicle qualifies and for a free 5-minute quote. Number to call is 800-809-4491. 800-809-4491. Again, that's 800-809-4491.
The economy is crumbling, debt soaring, and the possibility of World War III is increasing. I started SurvivalistSeeds.com from my dining room table with a small bucket of seed and a single rotating banner ad on PrisonPlanet.com. 2 years later, we've sold over 40,000 pounds of heirloom seeds, becoming the largest bulk seed seller to the public. The majority of our customers are Alex Jones listeners. Now I'm offering 50 all-organic garden varieties, 10,000 heirloom seeds, garden planner, and a CD teaching you how to save seeds so your children's children will always have healthy food. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm Big John Lipscomb, and my company is SurvivalistSeeds.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Is your debt problem a ticking time bomb? Thanks to a new financial consumer relief program designed in response to the economic crisis facing millions of Americans, you don't have to wait until it's too late to defuse your debt. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card bills and are struggling to make minimum payments, get ready to take down this number for free information that could potentially save your home, the lifestyle you're accustomed to, and your family's financial well-being. But don't wait. Studies show that if most debt problems are confronted directly, beneficial settlements, manageable monthly monthly payments and quick restoration of credit are more easily attained, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in interest charges, fees, and unpaid debt. Don't procrastinate. Call now for your free information and begin putting your economic house in order today. To qualify for this program, you must have $10,000 in credit card debt. Call the American Debt Associates at 800-876-2966. 800-876-2966. Again, 800-876-2966.
Come, you masters of war. Here that build a big gun.
I mean, there are so many things, different layers and systems of visual and audio disinformation in this piece. You could teach an entire semester college course just on this 6.5 minutes. This is a wonderful way to educate people. And they had a lot of different messages, but Alex is going to cause violence. Alex doesn't really mean what he's saying. He exaggerates. You know, we're going to find out, does he really believe what he's saying? It goes on and on and on. And I was honest with him. I said, well, sometimes I overstate things, but not on purpose. But most of the time, I underestimate things. And our viewers and listeners over the years have learned that. It's almost always worse than we first thought. I mean, that's what government and these corrupt corporations are involved in. They've gotten so accustomed to doing whatever they want and getting away with it that the sky's the limit. And it just went on and on and on with different layers of it. And, you know, showing me as jovial and, oh, he's happy and has 3 children. See, things really aren't that bad. No, things are great on this planet. Life is wonderful. We're defending the good things by fighting back against this corruption. But here is one of the key points of the overarching system. I had Dan Harris, the host of ABC Nightly News. He's one of the main hosts. He's the official weekend anchor. I took him in and showed him Herman von Rompuy calling for world government, head of the EU. Gordon Brown, they were here 6 months ago, still Prime Minister of England. I gave him Rothkopf's article, head of the Kissinger Group in the Washington Post, Superclass, admitting there's a world government. I gave him And Now for World Government, Financial Times of London, by their foreign editor, admitting it is an authoritarian secret government. It is world government. It's for your own good. And he would just laugh at it and say, they don't really mean the world government you mean. And I would give him government documents where they were talking about putting things in the water to sterilize us or reduce fertility. And I gave him documents about the flu shot causing convulsions in Guillain-Barré and everything. Now confirmed by the British Medical Journal and the EU Commission. I mean, it's now admitted. Wasn't 6 months ago. We just had all the medical experts on to cover it and read the inserts on air. I mean, the inserts admit it. Now it's admitted mainstream news. And he would not put any of that in the piece. It's just their credibility up against mine. They're ABC News. They're slick. And I'm saying, look, you guys have gone from denying world government exists to saying, okay, it exists, but it isn't nefarious. I mean, it's Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Time Magazine, everywhere. World government, literally thousands of articles. In 1 week last year when they had the G20 in Pittsburgh, we did the Google search on air in news. Thousands of articles saying world government. Almost all of them saying how good it was. In 1 week, thousands. And they were here just right after that. And I was showing them this. Stacks of news I tried to give them. Stacks of videos. And they just would laugh at me. And that day while they were here, I even knew what they'd do. I went to dinner with them afterwards. And I said, please, don't say that I just had one CNN report that said, hey, green sex life is good, green dating is good, only have one child. I said, I read 4 articles on air in that one day, and my point was that one day without looking, 4 articles in mainstream news saying how good it is to have only one child for your carbon footprint. I mean, a guy just took hostages 2 days ago saying this. It's just all over the news. You wallow in it. I don't take Time Magazine and Newsweek. My mother still does. I go to their house for dinner at least once a week with my children, and they're laying around.